Hey everyone, welcome to ARTonic. This is a new video series that we're gonna do about the artists that we work with. And the first one in line is Safwen. I wanted to do this video because a lot of people, they ask me, and they probably also ask you about the production process and what is the process of making a song from start to finish. Mm-hmm. Obviously we haven't done like a whole behind the scenes thing, but maybe through this video and maybe by talking through the whole all the aspects of the production, we can maybe give you an insight of how this song was basically conceived. Okay? And Safwen, give us a little bit of an introduction.
So my name is Safwen. I'm originally from Tunisia, and I came to Romania in 2018 to study pharmacy. I study pharmacy at UMFT. That's how we pronounce it in English. How do you pronounce it Romanian? UMFT?
No, UMFT. I'm not completely Romanian either, so I hope I did that right.
yeah.
Anyway, okay.
So I came here and I stumbled across the ARTonic website, and I saw it. I liked the vibe of the website, and I checked out some of the songs that Dodo produced. And I fell in love with the whole production part and all. I wanted to try it for myself, so I contacted them, and here we are. We made the single before, but now we made the other single, which is released with a music video. And so here we are.
Here we are. And as mentioned, Safwen came with the first project, Silk.
Silk, yeah.
The process maybe was a bit unorthodox because he makes his own beats and he makes his own instrumentals. So basically my job in all of it was to record him, process, vocal editing, corrections, everything that comes in that package, mixing, mastering. So from there on, we sort of caught a vibe, and it maybe once we started working on Tomorrow, it was a bit easier because then on the second project, even maybe on the third, it gets a bit easier.
Yeah, we can understand each other better.
Yeah. But Silk was very, very cool. It was a very fun project to make. And also because it also challenges me, because I also do beats and instrumentals, but it's always a great challenge to work on somebody's idea, which is perhaps much more larger than somebody who just comes and says, I want a song from start to finish. You make my lyrics, you make my instrumentals.
Yeah, it's harder to get in the vibe with the artist if he created the beats.
So there was a lot of communication, but I think the result was good. We're gonna put a link to Silk right here, so you can listen to it. And with that being said, maybe we should talk about this project. So, If I Die Tomorrow is the project that maybe will give you a behind-the-scenes look at. Why don't you tell us a bit about this project?
Yeah, so If I Die Tomorrow translates to Arabic and it's a song about... when I thought about the creation of the song, I thought about how could I find the good way to tell my story of how I was in music since I was 4 years old. So I decided to do a little bit of a compilation, and when I thought about that, I thought about something about creating the song that would fit that type of project. So I guess Tomorrow, If I Die Tomorrow is saying, this is me, this is the real me, this is my story, So yeah, that's the main idea of the whole song.
What about the? You started with the idea before you made the beat, which is again a bit unorthodox, but it's an interesting way to approach it, especially since the whole vibe of the song is very close to R&B and hip hop. Anyway, but for those who are curious, we had like, I think we recorded like the first demo because you came with the guitar, I think, and then you presented some chords, and then he basically how to say, spit it out some melody line. And I think the first idea was basically this. And it's again interesting because I don't think we remained at the same idea with the guitar. We eliminated the guitar, and then you brought in your friend who played it completely different.
It was originally gonna be an acoustic song. Like we wrote it,
we forgot.
I was planning on it to be an acoustic song. But I said, if I'm gonna make it like very catchy and all, I decided to add drums and strings and all that.
And definitely along with maybe expanding the production also came the idea of also expanding the vocal production, because obviously if it would have stayed within this idea of a simple acoustic setup, the vocals could be quite simple. They're just like they're sang live.
Not a lot of backing.
And just in one, they might sound like they're recorded in one take, and everything is like that. But quite quickly, you figured out that we should basically make it a bit more complex. Let's look into the project and present the different layers of it. The beat that Safwen sent me basically sounded like this. This was a very early version of it. I really liked the synth there. It really gave it like a 90s.
The synth gave me the full like the vibe.
And immediately I told Safwen, man, this is like a summer vibe.
Summer hit vibe.
A summer hit vibe. And then maybe along the way we agreed that maybe we should take it in that direction. Because
you gave me the idea to change it from an acoustic to
and then we agreed that maybe we should take it toward that summer vibe, because it also gives this really good contrast, because as you said, the lyrics are a bit darker.
The lyrics are very depressing. They talk about death and like living once, you know, like doing stuff like the thing that makes a song like very complex and special is when there's the contradiction. I like the fact that I had that contradiction in my song. Like the lyrics were so dark, like they talked about death and all, and the instrumental was very happy, and cheery and upbeat. So
that was the appeal for me as well. Even though I don't really understand the language, but I could understand the themes that maybe Safwen was trying to transmit.
He only understands Arabic curse words.
Yeah, exactly. I won't say them here. Let's maybe walk through the lead vocals, because that was basically the first thing that we recorded, and they're here. So they sound something like this. It was quite a simple setup. This is the chorus, and I think we started with the chorus, recorded them like a lot of times.
1 million takes.
1 million takes. Maybe if we walk through a bit the vocal chain of what's here. I'm just gonna take out all the effects, just maybe so people can see.
Oh damn.
Oh damn.
My career is dead.
Nobody likes it. It sounds good either way. And I'm just gonna turn it off maybe. This is like the raw vocal take.
If I ever die ما ترجعش للي صار وتحاسبني على شنو.
Quite simple.
Pure art.
Pure art. So let's see. First, well, of course we did a low cut. it can't be heard so much. We applied compressor and an EQ and it sounds something like this. Gives it a bit more presence. That pop sound which we agreed that maybe we want to aim after. We have we programmed like a delay to be at certain places. Like here at the end. No, not here. Here. And that's perhaps one of the main themes of the production, because we agreed that the song, although very dynamic in itself, had a lot of space. And we agreed that we had to fill that space up. And besides all the delays that we have on the lead vocals, we're going to show you afterwards also the backing vocals. A lot of movement, a lot of dynamic activity. So it keeps the listener engaged. Besides this, the delay, we also put the reverb.
If I ever die ما ترجعش للي صار وتحاسبني على شنو أصنع.
Very subtle, nothing exaggerated. And perhaps one of the most important elements that we always underestimate, a little bit of distortion, like a parallel compression thing here, which really gave the voice, a bit more warmth and a bit more rawness. I can just turn it off now, and then maybe turn it on again. If I give it a bit more volume, it can be heard now. This is distortion. And if I die, and of course, bringing it back at the normal level. But this was basically the vocal chain. It's not something very complicated. Usually I work with much more complicated vocal chains, but Safwen did a pretty good take on the vocals. There wasn't anything serious to repair. And so we just agreed, man, let's keep it completely natural because it sounds good. Yeah. Maybe just do a bit of EQ compression, distortion, and some automated delays and reverbs, and that was basically it. Keep it simple. Less is more, everybody. Yeah. The thing that we added afterwards, because we realized that maybe we need a little bit of a push there, is the octave higher, the higher octave. We can hear it here. We put Safwen to sing very high, and if I turn up the volume, you can hear it like here. And then again it comes around. It's basically the same as the main melody. We just made him sing with an octave higher, and it gave this really cool, I think, R&B effect.
Yeah. Possibly warmer.
Yeah, also possibly. But in general, again, the has a bit of backing vocals, and again here.
Anyway.
Again here. Again, like small subtle.
Anyhow,
and here again on all the long tones.
After all, maybe you are just a man.
We had one here that Safwen, that Safwen didn't want after all.
Just a man. And if I ever die,
you forgot about it.
You forgot about it. And again, the chorus again. Let's go to the second verse. Now we have the guitar there. Again. Yeah, sing it again. Yeah, a lot of movement, a lot of small. We called it like singing ad-libs.
Yeah, but those are the things that add the flavor to the song.
Exactly, exactly. And how did we do them? I think at the end of the vocal recordings, I just told you to go nuts and just start improvising. I think I have it here. No, I don't have it here. It's in the recording project. But he just went in. I just put the beat on, and then you just started like woo. Like all kinds of crazy.
Have fun humming.
Just have fun humming, and then I just took the best parts and then placed them around in the song. Let's talk about the guitars. How did that come up? Because then suddenly it became a bit more complicated.
Yeah, it was first to be like an acoustic song, as we said, and with the electric guitar. Yeah. But I guess when I decided to make it like the indie type stuff, like I thought that the acoustic guitar would not match the beat a lot.
Yeah.
So I decided to remove it, and but the electric guitar, the idea stayed good. Yeah.
It worked. As I told Safwen, it's risky. Electric guitars in let's say in how is modern productions are always risky because they can be perceived as an old rock instrument. But I think we managed sort of again by the same concept as we did all the ad-libs. We got what's his name? Laith. Yeah, we got him to record, and then we just like cut out all the best parts.
I think he freestyled in blues style.
Yeah. He basically, the guitarist came. He freestyled in blues. And then we basically got all these, maybe we can call them guitar ad-libs, and they're here, for example. Yeah, like very, very short, subtle stuff.
Reverby stuff.
Yeah. And again, they're subtle, but they have their role. Just to fill out the gaps. And again, they work well with the song ad-libs. It's like just sing like na na na, and then it's blah 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 guitar, and then it's him woo like a lot of responses.
They add the flavor to it.
Yeah, just always keeping all the holes. So there's nothing there that isn't supposed to be there. Like just an empty. And then we had like at the bridge the guitar playing like this, which was really I think like he did something interesting here, and then we were both like, man, that's it.
That's it.
I liked in general all the flavors that went towards the ethnic sound. I don't know how much Safwen wanted that, but I quite enjoyed it.
It comes naturally.
It comes natural, and I really felt that this maybe guitar was a bit more, let's say, Arabic played.
I think the best part about growing up in an Arabic culture, like being familiar with Western music as well, is that when you write stuff, you feel like it's merged. Yeah, you feel like it's bit in between, which is good. Like
you wanted that fusion sound. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And that's today's music. It's all fusion.
It's all mixed. Exactly.
Nothing is staying the same. Like everything is mixed with each other.
Yeah, that's true. Once we started recording, once we started to edit the vocals, the comps, and choose the best parts, there were a couple of parts where you maybe sang a bit in an let's say Arabic way of singing, and we decided basically to keep those. I don't know if it was you did it by intention or because other parts you sang it quite normal. But we quite decided. I tried to convince Safwen that it's really cool.
Yeah, it's a little bit of intentional because when I wrote the song, besides people, I really wanted my parents to love it. And my parents really love Eastern music. They don't listen to English. They don't listen to French a lot.
Yeah.
So I guess I added that little part so they can be interested in the song.
That's cool. That's cool. I think in general maybe that the people who listen to it, they'll listen to it the way they want to. An international audience will perhaps make an association to Arabic music, but I think like an Arabic Tunisian audience will maybe say that it's much more Western. I think it's a natural process.
It is.
And then at outro, we have like his solo here. We just gave it that you used the word epic.
Yeah.
You wanted that epic
effect.
Maybe let's talk here at the end about the bridge, about the ending, because I think maybe it's the most important part here.
Yeah.
Everything builds up towards that, and maybe let's have a look at what goes on here. I'm just gonna let it play.
And if I die,
And maybe this is where we go all in. We just give it all, everything that we've had, the ad-libs, the lead vocals, the backing vocals, the guitar. Of course, we saw with the guitar. We have these ones, which also we agreed that maybe we should put them at the end, at the beginning. And again,
Yeah, those weren't supposed to be at the beginning.
no. But I think it was Light idea.
Yeah,
He
it was
said-
his idea.
yeah. I just soloed them, and then he said, "Man, you should put those at the
Oh, yeah,
beginning
yeah.
because they're catchy." Of course, again, you sacrifice certain things because if we go back at the beginning, that's how the song starts. Of course, what jumps in the background now is the ooh. It was sacrificed. It's there sometimes, but we both thought that this is much more important because we get. They say like this that you have to get to the chorus within 30 seconds, or
Yeah.
else people are bored. Again, depends.
Music has no rules.
Yeah,
Song
exactly.
can be pretty without following.
Exactly. So we just presented the chorus straight away.
And that's the beauty about being present with people in the studio. Like you get ideas you never have got before on your own.
Yeah.
So this is this intro. I would never thought of it if Laith would.
Yeah, me neither.
suggest it.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he said it really well when he said like, if you leave that there, man, that's a song I would listen to.
That takes the attention at first.
Yeah, it takes the
Makes
attention
people
at first.
interested.
Yeah. Again, the ad libs. Just leave them again. Again, from the improvisation part, a lot of delay, a lot of that spatial sound, which works. So again, the conclusion. We end it as we started it. Full circle. Yeah? The circle of life. No, I'm sorry. No, it's getting too philosophical. Okay.
Yeah.